Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to today's Sunday walk along. And yes, as you can see, it's a Summerslam preview video. As well, obviously last night was the hottest pay-per-view of the year, or as we were led to believe. I'm slightly jaded and my voice is slightly shot. I am filming this voiceover literally the morning after the night before. Obviously, thank you for everybody what joined me for the watch along last night. Having Angel in real life here was a real blast. She is literally still fast asleep as I'm recording this. Bless her. But she had an absolutely fantastic time with you guys. Thank you for everyone what left really nice comments about her as well. Like I say, my voice is pretty much gone, so there's not much going to be overreacting in my voice. But I wanted to get this video out of the way. Obviously, just for context, we are in Barnsley. It's literally a couple of weeks ago that I filmed this. The weather wasn't great. It didn't really give you summertime vibes. It was warm and humid and lots of pedestrians. But yeah, we are going to talk about Summerslam, of course, and we'll go through each individual match and I'll just give you my main verdict of what I thought. Some of it were a bit of a blur because obviously I was dealing with Angel at the time, but I'm going to start off with that Logan Paul Ricochet match. Obviously the reason why that this kicked off the show is because Logan Paul wanted to go and support his brother Jake Paul, who was in action later that night with Nate Diaz. I don't know the result of that and don't really care. But yeah, this match was actually probably one of the best matches on the show, in fairness. Lots of near falls, lots of high spots, quite exciting. You didn't really know which way it was going to go. It did go one way, and it's a bit of a surprise, I guess. It went to Logan Paul. Yes, he finally picked up a win, but the way he did it was by using brass knucks. Yes, he cheated, which is not a surprise really. He had to cheat to beat Ricochet. Yeah, like I said, you don't really get much of a fallout from this because he did disappear straight away after the match to go to support his brother. But I'm sure either Raw or SmackDown this week he will show up and explain himself, and maybe we get a Logan Paul Ricochet Part 2 at Payback, which is the next pay-per-view. But it was a fairly solid match actually. I can't remember what score I gave it. I think it was a 3.5 or a 4 or something. I thought that probably eating the moment scoring, I think. But yeah, it was fair. It was alright. I think, like I said, it was probably the most exciting match on the card, which was amazing. We did go on to the second match, which would see Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Now, I have my verdict on this a little bit changed. I didn't like the way they did this match, if I'm being all honest. It felt flat from start to finish. They had Brock just kept continuously knocking Cody out of the ring. Cody kept coming back in, showing his resilience, showing his strength. Kind of get it in that sense of a good storytelling, but it did kind of work, to be quite honest with you. I didn't really get it. I mean, Cody did pick up a victory over Brock. Brock pretty much lost his shorts. I mean, I don't know where he got his shorts from, Primark or Wish, I think, because his ring attire was literally holding on by a thread by the end of this match. Yes, you could see pretty much everything you wanted to see there with Brock. But yeah, it was a really heated battle, I guess. It did end up with Cody winning, of course. He's got the victory over Brock Lesnar finally, the rubber match. And Brock actually stood in the ring and shook his hand and gave him a good old hug. Yeah, man in his undercracks gives him a hug in the middle of the ring. But yeah, it's a good show of respect. So that feud is finally done. What next is for Cody Rhodes? Only time will tell. Maybe we get that answer on Monday night as well. I'm sure he's going to be looking for a championship. So yeah, that could be interesting. I would then go to the Battle Royal. This is where we anticipated a big return. Oh, it was a big return, alright. It was bloody Almost. Out of anybody that WWE could have drafted in for SummerSlam this year, and they chose Almost. So, yeah, sorry guys, no Big E, no Randy Orton, no Carlito again. I feel that he's never going to debut in WWE after Puerto Rico event. So I feel that that's done now. I don't think we'll ever see him. Yes, that's a bit of a low point that it was Almost. It literally killed the Battle Royal before it even started. There's some good little moments in this Battle Royal, I'm not going to lie, but it was completely set up for LA Knight, and yep, he won. Let me talk to you. He won the Battle Royal. It pretty much was set up for him to win at SummerSlam, and he did. It did get a little bit sticky in places. Did feel that Sheamus was booked pretty well in this as well. Almost eliminated more people than made sense, really. But yeah, it did look like we were going to get a little bit robbed of that victory. But yeah, he did. Him and Sheamus were the last two. Ricochet did get Sheamus over the top rope to win. So yeah, a lot of fans left last night SummerSlam with LA Knight on their mind. Yes, can he get a mega push now going forward? We certainly hope so. A lot of people didn't like it because, oh, it's too predictable. Honestly, when you see the rest of the results on the card, honestly, can't believe I said that. We did move on away from that. LA Knight did win, obviously. Then we got Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. I was pretty much looking forward to this. I felt like an MMA rules match would be pretty much fun until I watched it, and then realised that they did more WWE moves than MMA. They were flying over the top rope at one stage. Oh man, it got ridiculous. They were nearly power slamming each other, and yeah, MMA rules is MMA rules. WWE said it was non-sanctioned by them. It didn't look that way. Shayna did get a bit of a bruise on her face though. I do feel she's wildly caught by Ronda. I do feel like some of it were a bit more shoot than her work. I think they allowed each other to take certain liberties. They are best friends in real life, so I felt like they had something where they could go a little bit more rougher than they would normally. Yeah, Shayna did pick up the victory though. She gets the a Kimura headlock on Ronda, who is put out to sleep. So she got a Coquina clutch. It was a Coquina clutch, wasn't it? It was a finishing move, what she got on Ronda. And yeah, that were it. Shayna wins. It did look like Shayna wouldn't be able to continue because of the armbar what had been applied earlier on in the match with Ronda, but she did. She suckered it up. And yeah, it were alright, wasn't it? It was so. Nothing to write home about, nothing spectacular. And I feel that actually sums up SummerSlam, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this walk along. It looks wet, right, but it's absolutely humid. I am literally wearing shorts. So yeah. We then go away from that one, and we went to Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. This was okay. I kind of like this good bit of storytelling. Never felt like Gunther was losing though. Never felt like his IC title reign would be over. Obviously we all know that he's chasing down that honky tonk record. Yeah, so yeah, it did went the inevitable way. Gunther retained. Drew still titleless. And honestly, for people what said that the LA Knight winning the Battle Royal was predictable, or we knew that was happening, tell me that who didn't think that Gunther was winning, or Shayna was winning. I feel that this show lacked any real surprise, and it does lighten up for one match, and we're going to get to that match soon enough. But for me, it felt a bit flat, this show, to be quite honest with you, and this was another reason why Gunther, yeah, clearly needed to retain, but Was it a highlight of the night? Absolutely not. This could have been missed. And you weren't missing anything. We move on to our first major title, the Men's World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins versus Finn. This was good. I did like this match. It was very... the story that we're telling was pretty good. The jokes that Seth made with the top that he wore when he defeated the night of SummerSlam when he injured Finn. Finn's been waiting 7 years for his redemption arc. Didn't happen. Finn did not win. Damian Priest did. I don't know what Damian Priest was doing with the briefcase. This didn't really quite work for me. Was he cashing it in? Was he helping Finn use the briefcase? I don't get it, because he kind of like at one point was handing the briefcase to Finn Balor to use, but to cash in? Or to what? The briefcase ended up being the downfall of Finn in the end, as he got us curb stomped straight into it. Cause there was all kinds of shenanigans in this. Dirty Dom down at ringside causing distraction with his mammy. It all just were a bit chaos. I don't really get why this happened, really. I mean, we've got into the point where they are going to split, because there's now proper tension between Damian Priest and Finn Balor, but without the championship, which is kind of weird. Right, we are at a point of a video where I just want to quickly move away from what we're talking about and show you this. This is just an abandoned wasteland here in Barnsley, and it's quite cool. It is an older brewery. They've done nothing with it. It's been shut down for years. But it's just like a massive wasteland. There is like graffiti in there. It's obviously boarded off. You can't really get to it. I'm going to try and get a bit of a view for you. But yeah, it's an old abandoned brewery. It's there's no buildings on the land. It's just spare land. I don't know why Barnsley Council or whoever haven't bought this and put housing here. It's kind of mind-boggling. But yeah, it's just a big massive wasteland. Could be used for umpteen thousand things. But yeah, we're going to get to probably one of the biggest storylines what will come out of SummerSlam this year, or at least the second biggest storyline, and that is Asuka versus Flair versus Wonder Woman by Bianca Belair. I really wanted to like this match. I really did, and I felt like it did hit the marks in some places. There's a couple of things that I just couldn't stand, and Bianca Belair being absolutely one of them. She does bust a leg, apparently, on the ring steps. We don't get to see a clear-cut shot of this, by the way. WWE didn't give us the proper camera angle, so basically when she fell off the ring apron, she literally crashes her hands into the ring steps, not her leg, so she's just a kayfabe injury. So she's hobbling off, supposed to care about her chances of being champion are all over. I wasn't into this. It didn't faze me at all. I wasn't getting behind Bianca at all in this match. Ideally, Asuka should have retained. Alright, I will get to the point where the reason why Bianca did win, but why the leg injury? Why are you making her out to be this like superhuman being? I don't get it. She's just so overbooked these days. It's just unreal. That's why I call her Wonder Woman, because of this stuff. This stuff really annoys me. She can beat 3 women can pick up 2 women while being in a ladder match with another woman. Get stuffed. And now she won the WWE female title with a busted knee. Get on with you. Don't talk wet, WWE. This is poor booking by any stretch of the imagination. Just don't do the leg. Just don't do it, or do it like moments before. Don't make a big deal out of it. But they did, and that sucked for me. It's just having the title for 5 seconds was the worst thing in wrestling. in my opinion. People might like it. But, alright, I digress. The reason why they did it is obviously to mirror SummerSlam from last year and a certain debut on the main roster of Io Sky. Who was the champion? It was Bianca Belair. And, yeah, I can see why they've done it. It makes perfect sense, I suppose. Having the woman what was champion a year ago for Io to come and take that championship away. And that's what happened. We got a cash in. So Bianca Belair doesn't hold that title for a lot no longer than a couple of minutes, I think. And then Io obviously cashes in and gets the title, which is fantastic for Io Sky. I'm absolutely over the moon. We've seen lots of stuff with Bayley and obviously a returning Dakota Kai. She showed up on the show last night as well. This is fantastic for Damage Control. Can't wait to see what happens with them further down the line. But as far as Bianca Belair, I don't want her a part of this flipping storyline. I really don't. Hopefully they sell that leg injury to the fact that she has to disappear for a couple of months, which please do, because she needs totally repackaged and come back as a heel. I mean, it happened to her fella, Street Profits on SmackDown. It needs to happen here, right? It just does. I feel like it is time to put an end to this face, Bianca Belair. It sucks. I'm not into this Wonder Woman crap, what WWE are trying to stuff down my face. I did like Bianca Belair in NXT, but since her main roster championship, they've made her unbeatable. To the point now she's beaten 2 women with a busted knee. No, sorry. I'm not buying it. Just not buying it at all. But Io Sky, I digress, is the women's champion now, which is fantastic. If she'd have got the pinfall over Asuka, I could have seen a feud between Asuka and Io, and that is what we want. I feel that is the match, but I really want more to see. I don't want to see Bianca back in that title picture with Io. I really don't. That match does not interest me. Asuka, Io does. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below, of course. Then we go to the night's main event. This was good. It was good. I feel like I was tired, so on the night I pretty much judged this a little bit unfairly. But yeah, it was a good match, wasn't it? Jay did find himself battling against all the odds with Solo Sikoa coming down to the ringside. It's done everything, didn't he? He's gone through a table, he's gone through an announce table, he's put Solo Sikoa through an announce table. It's all kicked off. Barricades have been destroyed. It's typical Roman Reigns match, really. Roman does get... he gets battered at one point where Jay has got the upper hand and he hits the frog splash off the top rope, the Uso elbow or whatever else he's thrown at him. And yeah, it looks like it's destined for that championship. Then a hooded character, yes, the dreaded hooded character comes and grabs his leg at a vital moment, stopping the 3 count. Yeah, as soon as you saw the black hoodie, you know exactly who this was. It was Jimmy Uso. I mean, yeah, we're going to get Jay versus Jimmy some time down the line, maybe Payback, I don't know, but either Solo Sikoa or... even Bray Wyatt was rumoured to come back. Maybe he could have caused the win. Anyway, the main crux of this is Roman Reigns retains. He keeps his tribal chief Manta. He is still the champion. Whether you like it or not, he is going to be that way until WrestleMania. He's probably not even going to compete at Payback. Obviously, that main event will be Jimmy versus Jay, the Battle of the Usos. Yeah, I'm down for it, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, it can. Like I said, this pay-per-view felt a bit flat. A little bit boring. I'm coming to the end of the video, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. But yeah, on the night, I gave SummerSlam a 7.5, literally for Io Sky winning the female championship. Still don't get why Bianca Belair was handed the title for such a short reign, just to have that like repeat of last year, I guess. felt a little bit cheap to me. Or at least don't give her a bum leg. Don't make it look like she's had to battle weary for Io Sky to win, because that made Io Sky look a bit weak in hindsight. So yeah, I'm not down for that. That kind of sucks. Massive news though, WWE have made a new signing as we close out this video of Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is coming back to WWE. This did break throughout the night and felt like she was going to be used at SummerSlam, but they haven't. There's been a video package as well. So Kairi Sane is coming back to WWE. Cannot wait to see her. She was fantastic where she was before. Asuka's talked about this plan B. Didn't happen at SummerSlam, but could be happening in the future. So that, yeah, look out for that. Yeah, obviously this has been the SummerSlam review. Let me know what you thought of SummerSlam after all the dust has settled in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of Angel being in the live stream. It was flipping chaos, wasn't it? Anyway, I've been Dave in real life. You guys have absolutely been awesome. Thank you so much for everybody who watched the live stream with me and been involved in the live streams all this weekend. They have been a blast. As always, we'll look to pay back and Monday Night Raw and SmackDown in future videos. Obviously, the Premier League's back next week as well. I've been Dave in real life. You guys have been awesome. Bye for now.